The coordinates of 2 points A and B are -3, 3 and 12, -7. P is a point on the line segment AB such that AP is to PB is equal to 2 is to 3. Find the coordinates of P. All right. Very good, Maria. Let us draw a rough figure. Imagine this is point A whose coordinates are -3, 3. Let us assume this is point B whose coordinates are 12, -7. All right. Then what they are asking us to do? They are asking us to plot a point P, isn't it? They are asking us to plot a point P on the line segment AB such that the ratio of AP and PP is equal to 2 is to 3. So let me assume the point which they are talking about, P, is over here. All right. We don't know what the x and y coordinates of point P are. So what we will do, as usual, we will assume the x and y coordinates as x, y. Now, in what ratio point P is dividing line segment AB? In the ratio 2 is to 3. So, let me assume M1 is equal to 2 and M2 is equal to, just a minute. All right. So, point P is dividing it in the ratio 2 is to 3. They are asking us to find the coordinates of P. Very simple, children. Whenever they give you a point which divides a line segment in a particular ratio, the only formula which will help you is section formula, right? So let's write the section formula for coordinate x. That would be m1x2 plus m2x1 whole divided by m1 plus m2. Okay, m1 plus m2. Okay. Now, a very simple advice, whenever you have to substitute the values of m1, m2, x1, x2, label those values underneath the given two coordinates. You know the portion AP is what? Two parts, and that is considered to be M1. So take the coordinates of A as what? X1, Y1. Okay, wherever you have taken M1, that part or that point should be considered as what? X1, Y1. And here it is M2. So consider the coordinates of B as what? X2, comma, Y2. All right, X2, comma, Y2. Now let's start substituting the values into this formula. M1 is what? 2 into X2 is what? 12. Isn't it? X2 is what? 12. Put the plus sign. M2 is 3. X1 is what? -3. Whole divided by M1 plus M2, which is 2 plus 3. Make sense? Huh? This chapter is very simple, children. It's just substitution of values and calculations. 3 into -3 is -9 divided by 5. 24 minus 9 is what? 15. 15 by 5, which is equal to 3. Got the x coordinate of P. Now let's find the y coordinate of P. How will you write the formula? Y is equal to m1 y2 plus m2 y1 whole divided by m1 plus m2. Now this is equal to, what is m1? m1 is 2. 2 into y2 is -7 plus m2 is 3 into y1 is 3 whole divided by 2 plus 3. Now that would be equal to 2 into -7 is -14 plus 3 into 3 is 9 divided by 5. How much is -14 plus 9? -5. So -5 divided by 5 will give you -1. All right. Very good. Almost everyone has answered. Good job, Aditya, Gopika, Harni, Ron, Rian. Good job. Yes, Caitlin, keep it off. Let's solve question number 4. Question number 3 is ditto the same as question number 2. So let's not waste time over there. Okay. Milan, you don't sit under the fan. You'll fall sick. Milan, you do one thing. You take the chair and go right at the back. Huh. Question number 4. Find the coordinates of the points. Can you see what I have written on the board? It's clear, right? Find the coordinates of the points of trisection of the line segment joining P 3 minus 3 and 6 comma 9. All right. Children, a new word has been introduced here, and that is why I selected this question. The word is trisection. Okay. Now, what is the meaning of trisection? Very simple. If there is a line segment AB like this, if there is a line segment AB like this, if I give you 2 points, one is P and the other one is Q, and I'm plotting it exactly on top of the line segment AB. If this point P and Q divides the line segment AB into 3 equal parts. I repeat, children, P and Q divides the line segment AB into 3 equal parts. Then the points P and Q can be called as points of trisection. Okay, just make a note of this. If there are 2 points P and Q which exist on line segment AB, and if they divide AB into 3 equal parts, then these 2 points are called point of trisection. Okay, just mention it. P and Q are known as what? Points of trisection. Noted it? Write it down. Okay. Now, in this case, find the coordinates of the points of trisection of the line segment joining 3 minus 3 and 6 comma 9. So let me assume the coordinates of point A is 3 comma minus 3, and the coordinates of point B is 6 comma 9. All right. There are 2 points. One is 3 minus 3 and the other one is 6 comma 9. They both are joined to form a line segment AB. Right. Now we have 2 points P and Q which are points of trisection. That means AP, PQ and QB. These 3 line segments are what? Equal. Right. These 3 line segments are what? Equal in size. Now they are asking us to find the coordinates of P as well as Q. Now children, I will draw one more line segment which is a little bigger. Same line segment which is a little bigger. Okay. Here I have point P whose coordinates I don't know, and that is exactly what I have to find. Let me assume it as x comma y. All right. Now children, I have a question for you. You know that point P and Q are points of trisection. That means P and Q will divide AB in 3 equal parts. So if I ask you what is the ratio of AP, PQ and QB, what would be your answer? 1 is to 1 is to 1. Very good, very smart answer. 1 is to 1 is to 1. Isn't it? The reason is point P and Q are dividing line segment AB into 3 equal parts. So the ratio of those 3 equal parts will be what? Naturally 1 is to 1 is to 1. All right, so I will mention it here. 1, 1 and 1. All right. Now you tell me. In that case, from A to P, from point A to point P, I can consider the total length as how many parts? 1 part. And at the same time, what would be the length from point P to point B? It would be 1 plus 1, which is equal to 2 parts, right? 1 plus 1, which is equal to 2 parts. This part is also clear. Let me assume m1 is equal to 1 and m2 is equal to 2. If m1 is equal to 1, then I will consider the coordinates of A as x1 comma y1. If PB is considered to be 2 parts, I mean m2, then I will consider B as what? x2 comma y2. I mean the coordinates of B as x2 comma y2. Now what we have to do? We have to get the coordinates of P. So let's use section formula. Write the section formula first. X is equal to m1 x2 plus m2 x1 whole divided by m1 plus m2. Right? Substitute the values, get me the answer. Hurry up. Aditya, what is that 4155? Oh, it's okay. Okay, Aditya. And after you write the values or after you substitute the values into the formula, please double check whether the substitution is correct or not. Otherwise, what happens? In case one of the numbers go wrong and you will continue with the calculation, right? And you will get an answer. Definitely you will get an answer, but the answer may be a wrong number. So again, you have to start doing from the scratch. So better, in order to save time, once you substitute the values into the formula, cross check whether the substitution has been correct or not. Okay. Did you all solve it? What is the answer? 4 comma. All right. So x is 4, right? And what is the value of y? Y is equal to 1. Did everybody solve it? Pavesh, Ron, Rian? Very good. Purva, Amal, Sia, Gopika, Maria, Aditya. Good job. Nabil, what about you? Joel, very good. So this part is over. Now let's find the coordinates of Q. Let's find the coordinates of point Q. For your understanding, I will draw the line segment again. A whose coordinates are 3, minus 3. B whose coordinates are 6, 9. And here is your point B. Here is your point B. Let me assume the coordinates of point B as A, B. Y, sorry, not B, children. Point Q. Okay, this is point Q. Yeah, very good, Sandra, Anika. So this is your point Q. Now Q is also dividing AB in some ratio, right? So let's go to the original figure. Children, how much will be A to Q? It will be 1 plus 1, which is equal to 2. And how much will be Q to B? It would be 1 part, isn't it? So I can take here M1 is equal to 2 and M2 is equal to 1. Coordinates of A as x1, y1. Coordinates of B as x2, y2. That's it. Now again use section formula and get the coordinates of point Q. Make it fast. Alvina, how much you got? Second one you didn't do. Just a minute, Alvina. Yeah.
Can we take the coordinates as P and
P and
B?
P and D.
B.
B. So which coordinates you are talking about? This coordinates of Q.
Yes, sir.
You can take any variable. I took it as A and B. You can take it as Naduko.
The trisection.
Trisection, yeah.
So we already found the point of P. So the coordinates of P, can we find the coordinates of Q, like
midpoint formula? You can. Since I didn't teach you midpoint formula, I didn't apply it. Okay. If you use midpoint formula, then it is 1.1. Yeah. What about the rest online students? Nabil, I think it is 5, 5, Nabil. Joel got it. Anika got it. Amal, Gopika, Sia, everyone got right. Ron, Rian, Purva, good job. Nabil, I think you went wrong in the calculation. Sandra, here it is. Yes, Nabil. No doubt, right? How to find the coordinates of Q. Alvin, got it. Let's do the third question of the day. This is it. Purva, wait a minute. Purva, I think the answer is 5,5.
Okay, so I'll just check it once more.
Yeah. The line segment joining the points 3, -4, 1, 2 is trisected at the points P and Q. If the coordinates of point P and Q are P -2 and 5/3, Q, find the values of P and Q. All right. No, Nabil, these are from ML Agarwal. Let us understand this question by using a diagram. The line segment joining points 3, -4 and 1, 2 is trisected at points P and Q. So otherwise reduce the speed. Maria, you're not there in the class?
I'm there, sir. I'm there.
Okay. Let me assume the coordinates of point A is 3, -4 and coordinates of point B is 1, 2. All right. This is how the line segment is formed. Everybody's camera is off. Kindly switch it on. There are 2 points P and Q, which are points of trisection. So let me assume point P over here and point Q over here. Okay. What are the coordinates of point P? They have given you. It is P, -2. I'll write it here. P, -2. What are the coordinates of point Q? It is 5/3, Q. All right. Now the only question is to find what are the values of P as well as Q. So again, we have to go through 2 different steps. First is by using the coordinates of point P. We will get the value of small letter p. Then we will use the coordinates of point Q and then get the value of small letter q, isn't it? And both the cases we have to use what? Section formula. Okay. Let's find, children, case number 1 for finding the value of p. For finding the value of p. Here, you know the line segment AB 3, -4, 1, 2 is separated by a point P whose coordinates are given as P, -2. Now you know P and Q are points of trisection, which means it is dividing AB in the ratio 1:1:1. How much would be AP? AP would be 1 part. How much would be PB? 1 + 1, which is equal to 2 parts. So here I can assume M1 is equal to 1 and here I can assume M2 is equal to 2. Now, let's assume the coordinates of A as x1, y1 and coordinates of B as x2, y2. Okay. Now we have to apply section formula. Children, we have to get the value of what? Only P, isn't it? So what we will do? We will use the section formula of x coordinate of point P. And what is the x coordinate formula? M1x2 plus M2x1 whole divided by M1 plus M2. Formula is used. Now, what is M1? M1 is 1. X2 is 1. Put the plus sign. M2 is 2 and X1 is 3. whole divided by m1 plus m2, which is 1 plus 2. Let's solve it. 1 into 1 is 1, plus 2 into 3 is 6, divided by 1 plus 2 is 3. So you get 7 by 3. So the value of P is 7 by 3. All right. No need to convert the 7 by 3 into a decimal value or a mixed fraction. Just leave it in the improper fraction form. Okay. Very good job. Let's find the value of Q also. I think you all can do it. 0. Okay. What is the value of Q, children? 0. Where is Janice, Harni, Anika, Nabil, Ron, Freddy? Switch on the camera. Maria, the value of Q is 0, I think. That's what everyone is saying. I'll just do it here. Maria, you want me to do that sum?
Sir, I got -2 by 3. I checked it. It's still -2 by
The
3.
value of Q you are saying?
Yes, sir.
You all are getting 0, right? Oh, wait. Let's check. You all are getting 0? Okay. How much you're getting, Anoki? You got 3. Okay. How much is Purva, Sia? You all are getting?
So 0.
0. Okay. Point A, 3 comma minus 4. Point B, 1 comma 2. You have coordinate Q over here. M1 will be 1 plus 1, which is 2, and M2 will be 1.
Sir,
A,
sir, I got my mistake.
was a mistake. Okay. All right. Freddy, Nabil, Pavish, Rian, Amal, Gopika, Aditya, Sandra, you all got it? Caitlin? Sia, got it, right? 0. Okay. We'll move on to the next sum. Fine. Start. Caitlin, please re-log in. The next question. Find the coordinates of the point which is 3/4 of the way from A to B. Just that they have framed the question in such a way. Okay. It is not trisection. 3:4, isn't it? Just that they had framed the question in a different way, children. See, there is a point A whose coordinates are 3, 1. And there is another point B whose coordinates are -2, 5. Now they are asking you to join these 2 points A and B. So you get a line segment AB. Now find the coordinates of the point. Of the point means there is only one point, children. There is only one point. Say for example, it is point P. Okay. Say for example, it is point P whose coordinates can be assumed as x comma y. Now, how that point P is dividing the line segment AB, in what ratios? That is what we have to concentrate on. They are telling you, find the coordinates of the point P, which is 3/4, which is 3/4 of the way from A to B. 3/4 of the way. Children, suppose you had to travel from your home to your school. Okay, imagine A is your house and B is your school. Okay, imagine the total distance from A to B, that means from your home to school is 10 kilometers. Imagine from your home to your school, the total distance is 10 kilometers. And I'm asking you, how much distance would you, how much distance you would have covered if from your home you are already 3/4 of your way. You're already 3/4 of your way. How many kilometers you would have covered? Class 7 or class 6 based question, children. Try to answer this, then we will use section formula now. Answer this. You have covered 3/4 of the way. Brilliant minds are here, no? Try to answer.
7.5.
7.5 kilometers. How did you get it? Children, 3/4 of the way. That means the total portion was how many units? 10 kilometers. In ratio terms, can I say the total units from A to B has been 4, out of which you have covered from A to this position 3 units. Can I say this? Right, children? Hello? Right, no? So this is how we do it in unitary method. If 4 units is equal to 10 kilometers for you, how much would be 1 unit? 1 unit will be equal to 10 by 4. That is equal to how much? 2.5 kilometers, right? 1 unit is equal to 2.5 kilometers. Now you have covered how many units? 3 units. So 3 units would have been equal to 3 into 2.5. That is equal to 7.5 kilometers, right? This is the meaning of saying from your home you have already covered 3/4 of the total distance. Okay, if the total distance from home to school is 10 kilometers and you have covered 3/4 of the distance, it means you have covered 7.5 kilometers and the total distance which is left over is 2.5 kilometers. Understood? This is just an illustration which I'm giving you to make you understand what is the meaning of 3/4. All right. Total units is what? 4 units. Out of which you have already covered 3 units and 1 unit is left over. All right. Albina, is it clear? Okay. Maria, Joel, clear? So here, P is at which position now? At 3/4 of the total distance. So can't we say M1 would have been 3 units? Because A to P, it is already covered. How many units out of total 4 units have been covered? 3 units. So you can take M1 is equal to 3. So it's quite obvious. The remaining portion M2 will be what? 1 unit. Because total should be what? 3 plus 1, 4. Isn't it? So the first part is 3 units and the remaining portion is what? 1 unit. Okay, let's assume the coordinates of A as x1 comma y1, coordinates of B as x2 comma y2. Now solve it, get me the answer. Do it fast. Section formula, children. They are asking us to find the coordinates of point P. Section formula. Very good. Joel has got it. Harni has got. I'm not asking you to hurry, children. Go slow, but be steady. Okay. Every time you substitute the values into the formula, cross verify it. And then only you do the final calculations so that you save a lot of time in verification. Okay. What is?
So like these actually related to go together rather than finding it.
Together. How? Show me. But make sure that you don't do any calculation mistakes because a lot of numbers will be there, isn't it? It will look very clustered. Be careful. Harni? Yes, Harni, tell me. So Gopika is saying minus 3 by 4 and 4.
6 by 7 and 19 by 7.
How come these students are getting minus 3 by 4 and 4? M1 is equal to 3, right? Yeah, M2 is equal to 1. Okay, I think a few set of the students are getting fractions and the other set of students are getting minus 3 by 4 and 4. Okay, let us cross check it. Let us cross check it. So let's find the x coordinate of P. That would be M1x2 plus M2x1 whole divided by M1 plus M2. Now this is equal to M1 is what? 3 into X2 is what? Minus 2 plus M2 is what? 1. X1 is what? 3. Isn't it? Why? 3/4, right? That is what I was explaining. 3/4 means what? The total distance is 4 units, out of which you have taken away AP with 3 units. So how much will be the balance, Anuki? PB 1 unit. Okay. Divided by M1 plus M2. So 3 plus 1. 3 into minus 2 is minus 6 plus 1 into 3 is 3. Divided by 3 plus 1 is what? 4. So minus 6 plus 3 is what? Minus 3 divided by 4. Minus 3 by 4. Very good, Joel. Pavesh got the answer. Let's find the y coordinate also. M1 y2 M1 y2 plus M2 y1 whole divided by M1 plus M2. M1 is what? 3 into y2 is 5 plus M2 is 1 and y1 is 1 whole divided by 3 plus 1, which is 4. 3 into 5 is 15. Keep the cameras on, children. Plus 1 into 1 is 1 divided by 3 plus 1 is 4. 16 by 4 is what? 4. Therefore, the coordinates of P would be what? Minus 3 by 4, comma 4. All right. Understood, Joanne? Did you get the same answer, Alvin? Eh? You took 4. Listen to me now, Baba. That is what I was explaining here, right? Huh? How the first segment is 3 units and the second segment is 1 unit. Milan, followed it. This side, got it? Okay. Children, next question. Anika, correct answer. Sia, right answer. Amal, yours is also right. Very good. So, question number 9. Start. The line segment joining A minus 3 comma 1 and B 5 comma minus 4 is a diameter of a circle whose center is C. Diameter means it will have a center, right? Yeah. Center means midpoint. So children, the sum is based on midpoint formula. Let me teach you what is midpoint formula first. Okay. 1990. This question was given in 1990s board exam. I was in class 1. Okay. Let's learn what is midpoint formula. Very easy. I hope you all remember, or I hope you all have learned in school that midpoint formula is derived from section formula, isn't it? I'll tell you what is the reason behind it. Children, imagine there is a point A whose coordinates are x1, comma y1. And here I have point B whose coordinates are x2, comma y2. I am going to connect A to B. So I get a line segment AB. Imagine in this situation, the point P, which we always discuss about, is lying exactly in the middle of the line segment AB. Exactly in the middle. Anokhi. Exactly in the middle, that point P is located. And let me assume that the coordinates of point P is x, comma, y. Okay. So when I said P is lying exactly in the middle of AB, indirectly I'm telling you point P divides line segment AB in the ratio 1:1, isn't it? If I ask you in what ratio, point P divides line segment AB, since it is lying exactly in the middle of AB, it is 1:1. So I will consider M1 is equal to 1 and I'll consider M2 is equal to 1. In that case, if I have to get the x coordinate of P and the y coordinate of P, what do you usually use? Section formula, isn't it? And what is the section formula? It is M1x2 plus M2x1 divided by M1 plus M2. And how do we find the y coordinate of P? It is M1y2 plus M2y1 divided by M1 plus M2. So this is equal to, children, you already know what is the value of M1 and M2. It is 1, isn't it? So into the section formula, if I substitute the values of M1 and M2 as 1 each, what I will get? M1 is what? 1, right? So 1 into x2 plus M2 is also 1. So 1 into x1 divided by M1 plus M2 will be what? 1 plus 1. This is equal to 1 into x2 is what? X2. 1 into x1 is x1 divided by 1 plus 1 is 2. What is the formula? X2 plus x1 upon 2. Otherwise, you can also write it as x1 plus x2 divided by 2. So please understand, children, midpoint formula is not a new formula derived from nowhere. It is just a continuation of section formula. Okay, it is just a Albina. What? It is just a cutting division of cutting division. What is cutting division? Cutting division of. I said continuation. Cutting division. What thoughts you are in, Albina? Cutting division. Yeah. Here also the same logic, right? M1 and M2 is what? 1:1. So 1 into y2 plus 1 into y1 divided by 1 plus 1. You will get the y coordinate of P as y1 plus y2 whole divided by 2. If you want for your reference, you can just note it down. Okay. So please understand, midpoint formula is derived from section formula. Now we can solve the next sum. Did it? Okay. Let's do this. Question number 9. The line segment joining A and B. So I'll draw a line segment here. Point A and point B. Aditya, you're there in the class?
Yeah, sir.
Okay. Coordinates of point B is what? 5, comma, minus 4. Let me join A to B. I get a line segment AB, right? Now we'll just a minute, I'll confirm it. You know that AB is a diameter of a circle whose center is C. So center is C means I will plot point C over here, which is exactly in the middle of line segment AB. So what is C? It is the midpoint of AB, isn't it? Children, if there was a circle like this, Point A is lying over here. Point B is lying over here, and I'm telling you AB is the diameter. And also C is the center of the circle. Automatically C becomes what? The midpoint of AB, isn't it? So in what ratio will be C dividing AB? 1 is to 1. So M1 is equal to 1, M2 is equal to 1. Consider the coordinates of A as what? X1, Y1. Coordinates of B as what? X2, Y2. Now let's use the midpoint formula to get the coordinates of C. Coordinates of C, X, Y. X will be here, Y will be here. What is the formula, children? Albina, you only tell me. What is the X coordinate of C?
X1 plus X2 by 2.
X1 plus X2 by 2. And Y formula will be Y1 plus Y2 whole divided by 2. Solve it, get me the answer. 1 comma minus 3 by 2. Very good. Nabil and Joshua has, sorry, Joel has got it. Maria has got it. Hey, Maria, was it a typo? Ron has got. Is minus 3 by 2. No, Maria, no problem, no problem. Yeah, yeah. Harni has got it. Okay. This side offline, everyone got? Good job, children. So we'll do question number 10. This is a 1 mark question which I'm giving you now. Rian, Anika, yes, Maria. Good job. The midpoint of the line segment joining the points 3m, 6 minus 4, 3n is 1, 2m minus 1. Find the values of m and n. Nothing, children. The moment you see the word midpoint of the line segment, which formula will come to your mind? The midpoint formula, isn't it? So x coordinate would be x1 plus x2 by 2. Y coordinate will be y1 plus y2 by 2. Yes. Let's start. It's always advisable to draw figure, label the values on the figure, and then solve it. Okay. There will be clarity on what you are doing. Okay, Milan, what you're doing? Solving? I'll be checking your book before you leave today. Okay. So imagine there is a point A whose coordinates are 3m, 6. There is a point B whose coordinates are minus 4, 3m. Now, children, the midpoint of the line segment formed by point A and B is what? 1, 2m minus 1. So let me take the midpoint over here. I'll take the midpoint as point C. And what are the coordinates? 1, 2m minus 1. Okay. 1, 2m minus 1. Very good, Freddy. Now they are asking us to find the values of m and n. Very simple, children. Just take the x coordinate of C. What is the formula? x1 plus x2 divided by 2. Now you know very well here m1 is what? 1 and m2 is also 1. And here x1, y1 and here x2, y2. Start substituting the values. Anju, you are understanding, no, everything? X is equal. What is the x coordinate of the center? It is 1. 1 is equal to x1. x1 is what? 3m plus. x2 is what? Minus 4 divided by 2. Let's cross multiply. So we get 2 into 1 is equal to 2. 3m plus minus 4 is minus 4. So this implies 3m is equal to 2 plus 4, or m is equal to 6 by 3, which is equal to 2. That's it. You got the value of m. Albina, what is the value of n? 1 by 3. Okay, let's check. We know y is equal to y1 plus y2 divided by 2. What is the y coordinate? It's 2m minus 1, right? Which is equal to y1. y1 is what? 6 plus y2 is what? 3n. divided by 2. But you have already found the value of m. How much it is? It is 2. So why can't we substitute the value of m over here? Isn't it? So it becomes 2 into, I hope you all got it. Children, I have already found the value of m. How much it is? 2. Albina, isn't it? M value is already found, so I can substitute that value of m into the second equation. So on the left hand side, you are having 2m minus 1. It becomes 2 into 2 minus 1, which is equal to 6 plus 3n divided by 2. 2 into 2 minus 1 is 3. 4 minus 1, which is equal to 3. So 6 plus 3n whole divided by 2. Let's cross multiply 2 to the left hand side. 6 is equal to 6 plus 3n. Now anyway, 6 and 6 will get cancelled from both the sides. Take moment. 0 is equal to what? 3n. 0 is equal to 3n. Albina, n is equal to 0 divided by 3, which is equal to a 0. I think everyone got it here. And you are going to get it from me, Albina. No, it's not 1 by 3, it's 0. Right? Ready, Albina? You got 6 is equal to 6 plus 3n, isn't it? So when I bring this 6 to the left hand side, what it becomes? 6 minus 6, which is equal to 3n. You divided it. Wow. 6 minus 6 is 0. 0 is equal to 3n. Okay? 4. Null answer. Be careful, man. How will I teach you 6 minus 6 is 0 in class 10? This is a 1992 question. I was in third standard. Those calculations are perfect, but 6 minus 6 will be 4 for you. Okay, next question, 11. The coordinates of the midpoint of the line segment is given. Coordinates of P is given. Find the coordinates of Q. Simple question. Melvin, nature munni vanne. Tuni onangi vanne. Onangi. Come somewhere in the front. Huh? Now you draw it. Every time I teach, I am drawing separate line segments. Yeah. You draw it and see. Very good, Rian. Freddy is saying 5,6. You are getting minus 6. Aditya, how much you are getting? Is minus 6?
I'm doing so. I'll give the answer now.
Okay. Freddy, here children are saying it is minus 6. 5 comma minus 6. Check the answer once again. Calculation part. Anuki, how much you are getting? 2 fast. Increasing speed. Do it. Milan, how much you are getting? Question. Do it. Okay, Freddy. Nabil is also getting 5 comma minus 6. How much? 5. Nabil is getting 5 comma minus 6. Arni is getting excess 5. How much? 5 comma minus 6. Alvin, did you do it on your own? Shazia, 5 comma minus 6. Good. What about the rest? 5 comma minus 6. Albina, show me a book. Raise it. Anika, Rian, Sia, very good. 5 comma minus 6. Anuki, how much you getting? Solve it, no, Baba. Increase your writing speed. Inju, how much you getting? Give back the book to Albina. Do it on your own. Arni, Amal, Ron, Joel, 5 comma minus 6. The next question is on the screen. Can you please make a note of this question, children? Because I have to solve the previous sum for a few students. Just note it down. Okay, you need help? Previous one? Huh? Previous one, you need help? Length of units. Units. Because they haven't mentioned any particular unit. Pavish, yeah, previous one is 5 comma minus 6. Now listen. Children, those who needed help in the 11th one. Angel, look. The coordinates of the midpoint of the line segment PQ. Line segment is what? PQ, right? So you should be starting with P and ending at Q. Now, the coordinates of the midpoint of PQ is given. So let me assume the midpoint of PQ is C, whose coordinates are 1 comma minus 2. Now the coordinates of P is what? Minus 3 comma 2. Coordinates of P is what? Minus 3 comma 2. Right? You have to get the coordinates of Q. I'll do one thing. I'll just assume it to be x2 y2. You can assume it as x2 y2 or x1 y1. That is your wish. If you want, even you can assume it as x comma y. Okay. Nobody will cut marks for that. You assume whatever variables you want. If you want, you can assume it as a comma b also. Okay. Now see, m1 is what? 1. m2 is what? 1. Here x1 y1 and here x2 y2. Let's use the formula, midpoint formula. X is what? X1 plus x2 divided by 2. The x coordinate of C was given 1, which is equal to x1. x1 is how much? It's minus 3 plus x2 divided by 2. Now we solve this equation. Did you follow it? Huh? So 2 into 1 is what? 2. 2 is equal to minus 3 plus x2. Therefore, x2 is equal to 2 plus 3, and that is equal to 5. Okay. And similarly, you can get the value of y2 also. What about the next sum, 12th one? Purva, how much you're getting? 12th one could not understand. Okay. Maria has solved it. 13
I'm
unit.
doing it. I made a mistake before.
Made a mistake. Okay. How many of you need help in the 12th one? First part. Okay. So we'll do it. AB is what, children? It is the diameter. Okay. AB is the diameter. Let me connect A to B. Yes. They have given you the coordinates of the center of the diameter. How much it is? Minus 2 comma 5. I will plot here. This is your point C, whose coordinates are minus 2 comma 5. Point A's coordinates are already given to you. How much it is? 3 comma minus 7. But you have no idea about the coordinates of point B, isn't it? So I'll do one thing. I'll assume it to be what? X2 comma Y2. The very first question. Find the length of the radius AC. Very simple, children. You know from A to C is what? The radius. No, Baba. The total AB was what? The diameter. So AC is what? The radius. Even CB is what? Radius. Now, since you have the coordinates of both A as well as C, can't we use distance formula to get the length of AC? Yeah. Hurry, children, when we were doing reflection, towards the end of the chapter, I had taught you what is distance formula. Isn't it? Distance formula, D is equal to what? Square root of x1 minus x2 the whole square plus y1 minus y2 the whole square. So the distance AC would be square root of x1 minus x2. x1 minus x2 children. 3 minus minus 2. 3 minus minus 2 the whole square plus y1 minus y2 minus 7 minus 5 the whole square. Children, for the time being, we are assuming the coordinates of A as what? X1, Y1, and the coordinates of C as what? X2, Y2. I repeat, for the time being, I am using that. Okay. So that I can easily relate. What are the coordinates of A, what are the coordinates of C, and then apply X1, X2, Y1, Y2 into the distance formula. Okay, just for the time being. So this is equal to square root of, what is 3 minus minus 2? 3 minus minus 2 is 5. So it becomes 5 square plus minus 7 minus 5 is minus 12. So it becomes minus 12 square. Okay. So 5 square plus minus 12 the whole square. 5 square is 25. Minus 12 square is 144. This is equal to square root of 169. That is equal to 13. So yes, the length of the radius AC would be 13 units. Don't forget to write that word units. Okay. 13 units. Now you have to find the coordinates of B. Coordinates of B can be easily found. You know the coordinates of A, you know the coordinates of the center. Use midpoint formula, get the coordinates of B. Okay. Nabil, is it clear? So
Yes, sir.
minus 7, comma 17. Very good. Kavish, Sia, Joel, Harni. Harni, is it 17 or minus 17? Minus 7 and 17? Then why children are saying it is 7 and minus 17? Harni is saying 7 and 17. Amal is saying 7 and minus 17. Minus 7, 17. Okay. Okay, Harni. Ron is saying minus 7, 17. Amal, please cross check. One more sum. Switch it on. Question number. Anuki, did you solve it? Get the coordinate. Apply midpoint formula and solve it. Interesting question. I'm going to give you 2 to 3 minutes. Let me see who will solve this question first. Okay. I'll be waiting for your answer in the chat box. And here is question number 13. Very good. Gopika, Riya, and Anika, minus 7, 17. Yeah, take your time. Find the reflection of the point 5, minus 3, isn't it? Let me assume the point A is 5, minus 3. Okay, coordinate of A is 5, minus 3. Find the reflection of the point A 5, minus 3 in the point minus 1, 3. So let me take another point B over here, which is minus 1, 3. Okay, and they are asking us to find what? The reflection of the point A in the point B. So children, it's quite obvious, whatever is the distance from point A to point B, the same will be the distance from point B to point C. C is the image, okay? Don't you agree with this? And let me assume the coordinates of C as x1, y1. If I ask you in what ratio this point B will divide AC, it will be 1:1, isn't it? So I can assume M1 is equal to 1 and also M2 is equal to 1. Can I assume the coordinates of A as, I'll do one thing, I'll assume the coordinates of C as x2, y2, coordinates of A as x1, y1. It was a pure case of midpoint formula. Without midpoint formula, you use reflection. Okay. Graph is over. All right. Now, children, when they are asking you to find the reflection of the point, you will actually not recognize, from which chapter this question has come. So if you're using by reflection and you're getting the right answer, they are supposed to give you full marks. Okay. But if you're using midpoint formula, then this is how you create the concept. Concept is clear, everyone? Maria, now is it clear? There was a point A which was getting reflected in point B, and you're getting the image of A over here at point C. What is the distance of the object to the point of reflection? The same as the distance of the image to the point of reflection. So AB and BC are equal. That is why we can apply midpoint formula. Okay, Aditya, now it is clear.
Yeah, sir.
All right. So children, what is the midpoint here? The midpoint of AC is B, right? So let's take the value of X as -1 and Y as 3. Now what is the midpoint formula? X is equal to X1 plus X2 divided by 2. What is the X coordinate of B? It is -1, which is equal to X1 is what? 5 plus X2 divided by 2. Cross multiply it. 2 into -1 is -2 is equal to 5 plus x2. So x2 will be what? -2 minus 5, and that is equal to -7. Joanne, is it clear? If you just draw it, you will get the answer. At least you will get the concept behind it, right? Then solving becomes easy because you know both the formulas. Then comes y is equal to y1 plus y2 divided by 2. What is the value of y here? It's it's +3. Y1 is what? -3 plus y2 divided by 2. 3 into 2 is what? 6. -3 plus y2. Therefore, y2 is equal to 6 plus 3, which is equal to 9. Therefore, the coordinates of point C would be -7, 9. Suspense over. This is the final answer. Okay. Good job, children. Whoever got -7, 9. Maria has got it. Purva is -7. No, Purva?
Yes, sir. It was a typo.
Typo. Okay. Next question. You need a break? Need a break? No break, right? So, okay. 6:20. We can solve 2 more sums and then wind up. Yeah. Question number 14. Amal 3, Harni is saying the second part is 0,4. You're getting how much? 5 by 6. Okay. Joanne, how much you're getting second part? Gopik is saying 0,5 by 2. Huh? 0,5 by 2. Okay. Anika is saying 0,5 by 2. Joy are also the same. I think Sean, you have gone wrong somewhere. Do it again. The first part I need not do, right? A is equal to 3. Everyone got. Teju got it. Alvin got. So here I will just write A is equal to 3. Now they are asking you to find the coordinates of P. Let me draw the diagram. Coordinates of A is what? -1, 5 by 3. Coordinates of B is what? 3, 5. Since you said A is 3, I am writing it as 3, 5. What, Sean? Got it. Now, it's divided in the ratio 1:3. That means there is a point P lying over here, which is dividing this line segment AB in the ratio 1:3. Right? They are asking you to find the coordinates of point P. Okay, easy, children. This is X, Y. So X coordinate will be, I think it is section formula because the ratios are different, isn't it? It's 1:3, so section formula. M2 x1 divided by M1 plus M2. In the board exam, if you don't write the formula, but if you still get the right answer, they will not give you marks. Why? Because formula has to be shown in the paper, and then correct substitution has to be done into the formula. Okay, it's very crucial. What man?
P coordinates are 0,
P coordinates are
0.
0. That is what I'm showing now. That is what I'm going to do now. So m1 is what? 1. x2 is what? 3. Plus m2 is what? 3. Then x1 is what? Minus 1. Whole divided by m1 plus m2, which is 1 plus 3. So you get x is equal to 1 into 3, which is 3 itself, plus 3 into minus 1, which is minus 3, divided by 4. Anyways, the numerator is 0. 0 by 4 will give you what? 0 itself. Okay. Then let's do the second part. Y is equal to m1 y2 plus m2 y1 whole divided by m1 plus m2. Albina, how much you got?
5/2, 0 and 5/2.
So m1 into y2 is 5 plus m2 is 3. So 3 into 5 by 3 whole divided by m1 plus m2, which is 1 plus 3. This is equal to 1 into 5, which is 5. Anyways, 3 and 3 will get eliminated. So 5 plus 5 divided by 4, which is 10 by 4. And 10 by 4 is what? 5 by 2. Therefore, the coordinates are 0, 5 by 2. Very good, children. Arthur, Dhamaka music is okay, Arthur.
Sir, I don't know if you can hear, sir.
Is some wedding happening in your area?
Sir, Ganesh Chaturthi, sir.
Okay, fine. Fine. So one more sum, last sum, and then we can say goodbye. Solve.